Hello, everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It's Monday, and we are here to talk about one of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Miss Jen Shah, who pled guilty today, Monday, June 11th, in her federal fraud case. This is a big change because I reported on Wednesday how she was pleading innocent, not guilty. She's not guilty, not guilty. And today she walked into the courtroom in front of the U.S. District Judge Sidney Steen at 10:30 a.m. in the Manhattan Federal Court for a surprise hearing during which she changed her previous not guilty plea to guilty. Since this Bravo Liberty pled guilty to count 1, conspiracy to commit wire fraud in connection with telemarketing, the U.S. attorney agreed to drop count 2, which is conspiracy to commit money laundering. Now, Judge Steen made sure Jen understood the change and that she faced a maximum penalty of 30 years in prison and 5 years of supervised release. But her plea agreement called for only 11 to 14 years behind bars and restitution of up to $9.5 million. That's a lot of money. Now, prior to the one court behind, like the one count being dropped, she had faced 50 years in prison and was scheduled to go to trial on July 18th, which won't be happening now that her sentence has been changed from not guilty to guilty, and her sentencing hearing is now scheduled for November. So we have a little time to wait now before we find out exactly how many years she will be behind bars, if any, and how much money she will have to pay in restitution. So we have time now, unfortunately. I was looking forward to this trial. Now, Jen had previously feverishly denied the charges against her and apologized for her actions and admitted wrongdoing in the court today. When asked what she did, Jen responded with wire fraud, offering services with little to no value. We used interstate telephones and emails. She stated she knew many of the purchasers were over the age of 55 and that she was so very sorry. She admitted she knew what she was doing and it was wrong and illegal. So she was offering services with little to no value. Oh my God. Now, there are no official documents right now regarding the change of plea, which has yet to be released. But when they do, I plan on getting them so we can go over them in a live here together. Jen Shah allegedly scammed hundreds of people out of money, targeting the elderly in particular through a widespread telemarketing scheme. So that will be a very interesting court case to go over and look at, especially, Miss Jen Shah, who's, thinks she's the queen. So I can't wait to see all that this case has to entail. And that's why I was looking forward to this trial, so I could hear everything. But we'll just have to wait for all the documents to come out so that way we can go over them together. Now, I did previously do a live regarding her court case and her being spotted in New York City last week, being drenched in Gucci apparel. It was a live last Wednesday. If you do want to look back at it, you can check out it all there. But so far, Jen has yet to address her new plea on social media. When she does, I will share that with you all. I will probably put it on Instagram and TikTok first, depending on what she shares. I will either do a YouTube short or a video regarding that so I can share that with you all. But make sure to look out for that on all of my social media accounts. They are listed right here above and also down below in my description. So that way I could share all of those news and information with you guys when she does make a statement regarding this plea change. And of course, anything else I'd like to share with you guys. So, as we all know, Jen Shah's March 2021 arrest was filmed and aired on season 2 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Season 3 began shooting earlier this year with Jen, but it's unclear whether Bravo had still been filming with her in the recent days. Now, Jen had previously said in the Salt Lake City reunion, which aired in March, that she was fighting this. She said that she was fighting this because, number one, she's innocent, and number two, she's going to fucking represent every other person out there that can't fight and hasn't been able to. Well, it looks like either that was a lie or her attorney felt she had a better chance at taking a plea deal and that they might not win with all the evidence, which clearly the plea deal did give her less time than what she was looking at. So either, like I said, she's like still innocent and just took a plea deal because she had no hope in winning this, or she's guilty. But from all that I have read and seen regarding this case, I do believe she's guilty. Like I said, I do plan on getting all of the details, all of the court filings for this case, and I would love to go over them with you all so we can all have a better understanding and also discuss it here together. So if you are interested in that, please let me know below in a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think she's innocent? Do you think she's guilty? Do we even understand what the hell her business was? Clearly, I don't even think she knows what her business was. She just knew her business was scamming people, and she found a way to do it. Now, last week, after Jen left the courthouse, there was this video that was taken, and it's 11 seconds, so I'm going to play it real quick for you guys.
How do you feel about your former first assistant, Stuart Smith, taking the stand against you? You described him effectively as your right hand, and now he's supposed to testify against you.
I wonder what her assistant had to say regarding all of this. And that was like one of the main things I was looking forward to in the trial. And maybe that scared her some, knowing he knew a lot about everything she has done and what she might have been scared of what possibly could come out during the trial with him testifying against her. So that just sparked my interest last week, and it's still sparking my interest now, what he possibly would have said against her. He'll probably speak out, and when and if he does, I hope that we can report it here together and go over it. I did also see tweets from Josh Russell, who is a reporter covering the Manhattan Federal Court for Courthouse News. And these were his tweets regarding Jen's appearance at court today. So here's the first one. And it says, a week before her trial's start date, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reality TV personality Jen Shah to plead out this morning in Manhattan federal court on telemarketing fraud charges. She previously pled not guilty to Courthouse News. His next tweet is this, and this is just her case number saying change of plea hearing. There will be a change of plea hearing to the above action commencing shortly at 10:30 in courtroom 23A at the Daniel Patrick Mohan Courthouse. And then these were his next tweets saying Jen Shah swore to plead guilty at the first count of her criminal indictment in connection with telemarketing fraud scheme that prosecutor said pried at the elderly. Shah waives public reading of the indictment. This is the next one that says SDNY Judge Sidney Steen advises Jen Shah that she faces a maximum penalty of 30 years in prison and 5 of supervised release on the one count she is pleading guilty to. Jen Shah's plea agreement with the government substantiates a sentence guidelining range which Judge Steen doesn't have to follow of 135 to 168 months in jail, 11.25 to 14 years, and 9.5 million in restitution. So he even says right there, the judge does not have to follow this. So she can spend a year in jail. She can spend 14 years in jail. She can spend 5 years in jail. It's up to the judge and what her restitution will be. So I cannot wait to see that in November. And then he also says 11:21 a.m., Jen Shah formally enters plea of guilty on telemarketing conspiracy count. Judge Steen accepts plea and said sentencing date for November 28th, the Monday after Thanksgiving. So mark your calendars. I will be reporting on that the Monday after Thanksgiving and everything that holds about this. So hopefully we can get all of the court filings and all that before this so we can go over it and then wait patiently for November 28th to come around. And one of his last 2 tweets was this: no comment or statement from Jen Shah as she leaves the courthouse after entering guilty plea on federal telemarketing fraud charge on Monday morning. Here's a better view of the photo. And his last, this was a reply to the tweet that he put out. We have to start saying it. She is now a convicted criminal who stole millions from elderly databases and sold them worthless services. She is a ringleader, and hopefully the victims get justice. She's a despicable human. So that was Josh Russell. I will link his Twitter below. He does do all of the Manhattan court reporting for Courthouse News. So if you're interested in things like that, check out Josh Russell. He will definitely be updating us again when she goes back to court in November. I also want to show you a clip from the season 2 reunion just to refresh you about this issue with Jen and Meredith Marks regarding her court case previous. This was the season 2 reunion, so that we can go into what I found out recently about Meredith.
together in Vail at dinner, and a lot was said at the table. Meredith, in Vail, you decided Jen was guilty without hesitation.
No, I did not. I said innocent until proven guilty 100 times.
I will say that she did say innocent until proven guilty, but she also was not sure if Jen was innocent either.
Yeah, but me watching it, Meredith, I remember you saying that, but then you were like, you see, I tried to tell you guys, you don't know her, and then you're over there coddling Lisa, which, you know what, I do say, I get why Meredith was probably pissed, because you were like, I don't know Jen. You literally wrote me off.
What was your reaction to hearing that she didn't want to be in a room with you?
It was hurtful because I'm like, wow, she doesn't believe me.
I mean, this is a big deal, and they're all on a TV show with you. They're going to worry about themselves and their family first. Well, I will say, though, that recently Meredith Marks did post to Instagram before Jen went to court today to remind fans that one is presumed innocent until proven guilty in the United States of America. And in the US, one has a right to a trial. So she was there supporting Jen, which that's what it looks like for people, that she was there supporting Jen, letting people know that she's innocent until proven guilty and she has the right to a trial. So don't believe everything you hear in the news, kind of thing. I'm not sure if I took that the right way. I mean, even just watching the show, if you watch the show, Meredith was very off-put with Jen. Like, she really did not ever say she thought Jen was guilty, but she kind of had that feeling that something more was up. There was something that Jen wasn't sharing with everybody. But she agrees that people are innocent until proven guilty. And I do agree with that statement. In our society, people say that people are innocent until proven guilty, but they've cast judgments that people are guilty based off of things being said in the news and the media, because this is what they want us to think. Same thing, hate to say it, with the Johnny Depp case. The media and the news made us, before the trial, think that Johnny was guilty. He did all of this. When the facts came out and the trial happened, we saw he was innocent. This is things that people need to remember with cases. And especially with news and media, they will put what they want you to think out there. They will take the side of one person. They will take the word of a person and go with it. That's why I like kind of the LawTuber end of YouTube, because they give us their opinions. They give us the facts of the matter. They put it out there for all of us to see. And then they give us their opinion regarding it. Same thing with Faran Balance, who she used to be in the news. She used to be a news anchor, but she gives us the lowdown of what the media wants us to think. She breaks it down. This is what they're doing. This is why they're doing it. This is why they want what they want you to believe. I love Faran. Check her out. I will link her down below. And I think that's a big part with people putting judgments onto others before hearing all the facts of the matter. But I will give it to Meredith. She was trying to support her friend. But I'm just wondering what she's feeling now after all of this today. Like, does she still think Jen's innocent and she's just taking this deal to save her behind because she doesn't think that she's going to win this case with all the evidence that's stacked up against her? Or is she really guilty and her friend was lying to her this whole time? So we will have to wait to see what Meredith has to say regarding that. I will definitely fill you in if Meredith says anything, as well as any of the other Real Housewives of Salt Lake City or any other housewife out there, because, you know, everyone has opinion nowadays. So if they put out their opinion regarding Jen Shah, I will take note and I will share it with you guys. So that is pretty much everything that happened today with Jen Shah pleading guilty and changing her plea. And now we'll have to wait till November. So I will, of course, keep us posted on this case and much more celebrity influencer news. So please make sure to like this video. Comment below. Tell me what you think about this case. Do you think she is innocent in just taking a plea deal, or do you think she's guilty and just doing this whole thing to get people just to like her, and now she can't hide it because of all the trial that's coming up? Well, was coming up, I should say. What do you think? I want to hear what you guys think. So please leave me a comment below. Make sure to like this video. Also, subscribe for more news like this. And if you hit that bell, you will be notified whenever I post a new video or go live. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everyone.